Logic circuits for digital systems are either combination or sequential. Types of circuits in digital system, one is called combination and second is called sequential. The output of combinational circuit depends only on the current input, whereas in sequential circuit it not only depends on the current but it also depends on the past. In sequential we use past value, whereas in combinational we use only present. In sequential we use past as well as present value to get the current output. So this is the difference between two types of digital systems that only here we have mentioned. The output of combinational circuit depends only on the current input, that is present input. Current input means present input, the input which you applied at the time. In contrast, sequential circuit depends not only on the current input, that is present input, but also on the past state of the circuit. What is the past output? That also has to be taken into consideration to get the current out. Basic building blocks of a sequential circuit are flip-flops. Yes, flip-flops are a sequential circuit. Flip-flops are a sequential type of digital circuits. This flip-flop is called as a sequential circuit. Means the flip-flop output depends on present as well as the past state. Both the state, present as well as past, both are required here to get the current out. So let's learn some basic about the flip-flops. So flip-flop is a sequential circuit which is capable of storing 1-bit binary information. Very important. One flip-flop will store 1-bit memory. It is used to store 1-bit binary information. 1 bit means either 1 or 0. If I want to store that 1 value, so what I will require? I will require one flip. If I want to store 0 value, what I will require? 1 flip-flops. If I want to store 1 0 or 0 1 or 1 1 or 0 0, so there are 2 bit. So how many flip-flops are required? 2 flip-flops. If I require to store 0 0 0 0, means 4 zeros. So how many flip-flops? 4 flip-flops. If I want to store 8-bit value, so how many flip-flops? 8 flip-flops. So number of bit, that much number of flip-flops. Similarly, 1 byte. What is how much is 1 byte? 1 byte is 8 bit. 1 kilobyte. How much is 1 kilobyte? That is 1024 byte. So 1024 into 8. That is the number of flip-flops required for 1 kilobyte. Memory that we are using nowadays, that is of kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, that are in earlier days that are made up of by means of flip-flops. So to store 1 bit of memory, we required 1 flip-flops. So flip-flop is a sequential circuit which is capable of storing 1-bit binary information. This is a definition of flip-flops. Yes, so you can use the definition. If someone asks what is flip-flop, so you can write a flip-flop is a sequential circuit which is capable of storing 1-bit binary information, hence known as memory element. A flip-flop is a sequential circuit which is capable of storing 1-bit binary information, hence known as memory element. Next, a flip-flop changes their output state depending upon the input at certain interval of time, synchronized with some clock pulse applied to it. So as I told you, the flip-flop is a sequential circuit. So sequential output circuit depends on present as well as past output. So when it depends on present and past, so that's why it's required a clock, that is timing required. It's required a time because it has to be considered the past value. So to consider the past value, it requires the clock. Yes. So its output depends on the time interval, time synchronized value. So past value can be taken from the clock pulse. Flip-flops has normal input, depend on type, clock input and to output as present state Q and next state Q complement. So this is Q complement, or I have represented as Q dash. So Q dash is also called as Q complement. So flip-flop has a normal input. We will see the types of the flip-flops. Depending on the types of flip-flops, they have the inputs. Yes, some have 1 input, some have 2 inputs, and they have the clock input also. Flip-flops work on the clock. Every sequential circuit has a clock input. Yes, and 2 output as the 2 output. Every flip-flops has only 2 output. The 2 outputs are, one is the present state and second is the next state. Various books represent this present and next state by various notations. For our easiness, I am using, for a present state we are using Q notation, and for next state I am using Q dash. Some book have uses present state as Qn and next state as Qn plus 1. So that is also correct. I have given at the below note. So what is the note? Flip-flop output present state Q also written as Qn, and next state Q complement also written as Qn plus 1. So this is Qn and next state is n plus 1. Yes, so this is present in present state, this is the next state. So you can represent anyway. Yes, so there is no issue. Whichever you think is easy for you for notation wise, you can use that. Yes, flip-flop has normal input, clock input and two output as present state Q and next state Q complement. Flip-flop both output state Q and Q complement are complement to each other. Very important sentence. If Q is 1, Q complement is 0. If Q is 0, Q complement is 1. So both are complemented to each other. Flip-flop has two stable state, hence also known as bistable multivibrator. Both the output state are stable state. If Q is 0, so Q complement is 1. If Q is 1, so Q complement is 0. So both are stable state, hence known as bistable multivibrator or bistable device also. So what are the basic applications of flip-flop? As I have already told you, there are lots of application of flip-flop. So we are taking some of the consideration. If they ask for you, so you can add some of the applications in your paper. So it can be used as a 1-bit memory element, as a delay element, in counter and timer circuit, in shift register circuit, in data transfer, in frequency divider circuit, in event detector, in data synchronizer. So these are the some of the kind of practical application circuits where we use mostly the flip-flop. So there are lots of applications. I have listed some of the application here.